This is the machine that changed an entire generation. It made teenagers feel a tingle they never felt before on two wheels. It made an average guy the college hot star and heroes out of regular office goers. The Yamaha R15. It had just enough power, so it was your heart that was racing and not your pants that were wet. And still, no matter if it was a teenager riding it, an adult or a veteran, behind the helmet there was always a smile, always. The R15's brakes are sharp today, they will be sharp tomorrow, and boy, they were extraordinary back in the day. And when you trail off the brakes, lean in and start playing on the X-axis, you realize that Yamaha was saving the big surprise around a corner. I mean, this thing it's like a Zen garden. You can just sit here all day long, dance around, relax, hold hands with it. It's just so calm and collected. It's incredible. And then there's this. A machine that changed the generation before the call of the blue ever came. This thing made everyone want a yellow bike back in the early 2000s. More people knew of a Karizma than a Hayabusa, and Hrithik Roshan really was the second coolest thing in that iconic ad. This new one is nothing like the old one. While that was Clark Kent dressed up like Superman, this is Flash dressed like Flash. And I'm not just saying that because the Karizma is faster than the R15. The engine on the R15 is not as smooth as the Karizma's, and even though the gearbox is actually really nice and Yamaha has aced the quick shifter, and the VVA still helps you pull really well to the red line and packs all the performance up there on the top end, but it still cannot match the outright pace of the Hero. It's not something you'd notice on your ride home from work, but it is something. But it isn't everything. I told you the Karizma is like Flash, and that's because it changes direction like Flash. It's almost weightless, but it's almost too quick to turn in as well. If you're not a veteran and you're like me, you will be a little surprised or startled when you first start to corner with the Karizma. And even when you do get used to it, it's never as communicative, approachable, or as rewarding as the R15. Both these bikes also have some goodies to tell your friends about. The R15 has the safety net of traction control and a quick shifter. The Karizma has a visor that will either protect you from the wind or protect you from the wind slightly better. The Karizma also does well in the braking department. It sheds speed very well, not as well as the R15, but if you were ever being chased by an R15, you can always pull away on the straights. And then on the flip side, it's also more comfortable in the city. It's kinder to your wrists, it's easier on your back, and even the suspension and the seat both, they just add a little bit more plushness to the ride. But if it's comfort you're really after, I feel you're looking in the wrong place, or actually at the wrong genre of motorcycles. You see, if you're like me, you've seen the gladiators, the heroes, guys like Rossi and Marquez do the impossible every weekend. If you squint enough, Tamani Ghat starts to look like Portimao, and honestly, either of these two look like exotics. So I feel you will sacrifice the slight pain in the wrists. You'll take that snark from your pillion, you'll wear that hiking bag instead of the panniers. Because this is a dream.
And that's why for me, it's the less comfortable, less refined and slower R15 that truly makes me smile. To be very honest, I would recommend the Karizma to more of you because it's just an easier motorcycle to live with. It's also faster and initially at least it's also more engaging. But for me, it's the R15 that I would look forward to riding on a Sunday, and it's the R15 that would make work bearable on a Monday.
The Karizma should be your choice if you want a bike that can do it all. It's comfortable, it's friendly, it's really good looking, and it's of course packing the performance. But the R15, that's a bike that will leave you a better rider, because as all great teachers do, the R15 doesn't do your homework for you. It makes you want to learn, it makes you want to become a better rider so you can match the capabilities of the bike. I think that's lovely. Of course, smiles are part of the standard equipment when you buy an R15, and that's priceless.